I just want to know, can we get the money back? When we look at where this money is going from this administration, Rep. Jordan's district got $500,000. The chair's district got about $1.6 million in EPA grants. Rep. Green's district got $500,000. Rep. Luna's district got $300,000, and Rep. Perry's district got $1 million. So for Republicans that may feel a way about EPA and it allegedly pushing a woke agenda, I just want to know, can we get the money back? I'll yield.
Representative Crockett makes a great point that, they love to talk about how this is woke funding, it's a big waste. Waste, fraud, and abuse. The EPA, it's so pointless, it's so unnecessary. And then meanwhile, all of them are just soaking up as much money from it as they can. And spoiler alert, we're not gonna be getting that money back. It's pork, it's meant to go to the Republicans. And actually at the same time that they're doing that, they're planning big cuts to the EPA. So I guess they wanna get as much of it as they can while it still lasts. So in their appropriations bill, House Republicans propose slashing the funding for the EPA by 23%. Again, they tell us they're gonna make America healthy again as they cut almost a quarter of the funding from the organization protecting you from dirty air, dirty land, dirty water. The House GOP's bill includes 31% cuts to science and technology, 29% cut to environmental programs and management of the environment, which is not a priority. It could not be more clear. But lurking behind the funding cuts is a far bigger issue, which is that the EPA is apparently working on a plan to end its ability to fight climate change entirely. Basically, they want to rescind their declaration in 2009 that greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane endanger human lives. This was the thing that allowed them to begin to regulate those emissions, which protects lives, stops a lot of respiratory illnesses and other sorts of things that affect your health, but also helps the EPA to the limited extent that it has fight against climate change. But the Trump administration doesn't want that. They want to flame on, do as much emissions as you want. Who cares if people get sick? It doesn't matter. We don't believe in it, or at the very least, we care far more about corporate profits. And so the EPA seems set to do that with, at least for now, I guess the only silver lining being that if the EPA can decide that science doesn't count anymore and they could just do that now, well then in a few years, the EPA, hopefully with its funding renewed under a reasonable president who cares about our health and cares about the environment, can once again reassert what it did in 2009. I hate to add to the list of things that a future President Ocasio-Cortez needs to do, but I think we should put this on that list. It's important. There's almost nothing more important. Sharon, what do you think?
I think they should just go ahead and wipe the EPA out. If this is what we're doing here, the whole point is, the large point is to protect the environment. Am I right? EPA, I'm trying to think here. Just wipe it out, okay? Instead of dumbing it down. And the part about people, when Representative Crockett's asking about colleagues on the other side who have benefited by bringing money to their districts after they're so against it. It reminds me of what they've done time and time again. Vote against something, vote against everyday people, and then go back to their districts and run on it. Look at the money we got you. No, you did. You voted against it. It just got through anyway. It's a real sick behavior. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, is that correct?
No, it's like every other branch of government. It's the Corporate Profits Protection Agency.
That's what it is.
That's all it is. They don't care about you. They don't care about the kids. They just care about the money. That's literally it. And I just want to remind everyone too, since we as a society and as a government have apparently decided that we're just not gonna do anything about climate change. We're just going to allow that to continue to wreak havoc and strengthen hurricanes and all of that. I just want everyone to bear in mind that at the same time, we're getting rid of FEMA. So we are guaranteeing more natural disasters, worsening natural disasters, and not just hurricanes, but winter storms and heat waves and mudslides and all that stuff. We're also defunding the government's branch that would deal with that. And maybe that's a preventative measure. Maybe they know that FEMA would need to be paying out more and more money over the years, and they just want to avoid it altogether. So we're just not gonna do disaster recovery anymore. I don't know, maybe that's the ultimate savings.